For that, the Olympic flame continued to light up the GTA today. Pam Seidel with the crowds that once again braved the cold to witness the historic event, and a momentous moment for a group of survivors.
The torch relay began again pre-dawn, but the early hour didn't dampen the enthusiasm of the participants or supporters.
What'd you think?
Oh, what an experience. It's great.
The Olympic flame wound its way through the streets of Toronto for nearly 3 hours before beginning its trek up the DVP.
The torch made its way by convoy north to Aurora, where the relay run began again, all the way up Yonge Street to the big celebration here in Newmarket.
Part of the universal appeal of the torch run is the inspirational stories of the participants. Many are heroic Canadians who have overcome adversity. Claire Kowalchuk is one. Week from her battle with cancer, she had to walk her 300 meters. And remember Louise Rousseau, paralyzed since a drive-by shooting in 2004. She also proudly carried the torch attached to her wheelchair.
I'm feeling overwhelmed and really humbled by this whole experience. It's just an incredible moment.
And Ryan Bennett, a 21-year-old with cerebral palsy, will make history tonight by carrying the torch on the essential tool for the sport he loves, sledge hockey.
It's likely to be quite emotional, I think.
I think so. I think I need to stock up on some Kleenex here.
Oh, look at her. Oh, my God.
I got a quick lesson in the popular Paralympic sport that allows Ryan Bennett to be like any other kid.
They always want to play hockey, and this is our chance to live that dream and be a Canadian, normal Canadian kid.
After tonight's torch event here in Brampton, the Olympic flame is off to Mississauga and Hamilton tomorrow as it continues its westward trek. It is a grueling schedule for the 250-member crew. They get only 4 days off in 106. 2 of those are Christmas and Boxing Day. In Brampton, I'm Pam Seidel for City News.
Some very hardy souls braved the morning cold to be part of history. Well-wishers line the streets downtown around Queen's Park for the continuation of the Toronto leg of the Olympic torch run. One part of the crowd included family and friends of a local man who had the honor of running with the torch this morning.
It's exciting. It's an honor for him to be chosen, obviously. And, well, as you can see, a lot of people from our friends and family come out to watch it with us because, well, it's exciting. I mean, how often people get to carry the torch?
It's very exciting. Hey, Canada!
What's going through your mind here? Last couple of seconds before you represent here. What's going through your mind?
Just what a thrill it is to have the privilege to carry this torch and to be part of something this great for the country, and all the people that are here to be out here and support those that are carrying the torches, and all my friends and family. Great to see you all.
200 people had the honor of carrying the torch during the GTA portion of the run. It's a very special Olympic Torch Day for a couple of special people, including a woman we've gotten to know because of her personal tragedy. An innocent victim, Louise Rousseau, left paralyzed by a stray bullet that hit her spine 5 years ago. She was one of the torchbearers today in Newmarket.
I'm feeling overwhelmed and really humbled by this whole experience. It's just an incredible moment. And thank you, RBC, for choosing me as your representative. I'm so honored and I'm so privileged to do this. Hi.
Nice to see you, Louise.
Nice to see you too.
How did you do it? How did it go? It was pretty tiring, I bet.
It was a little bit hard because it was just a little bit on the uphill. But otherwise, you know what? I just persevered.
It's also an exciting day for Ryan Bennett. The 23-year-old has partial use of his legs because of cerebral palsy. He's part of the torch run as it goes through Brampton. Ryan plays sledge hockey, and his effort today makes history. He's the first person to ever carry the torch on a sledge hockey sled. The Olympic torch is wrapping up its trip through the GTA. Innocent shooting victim Louise Rousseau, one of the honored few to carry the flame as it went through Newmarket. The day's events began this morning here in Toronto with part of the relay team heading out from Queen's Park. Thanks, Adam. The trek on the torch continues tonight. The Olympic flame arriving in Brampton. The torch was carried by 21-year-old Ryan Bennett, a Paralympic sledge hockey athlete. Ryan was diagnosed with cerebral palsy as a toddler and took up the sport when he was 7. He was preparing himself for an emotional evening, and it seems the experience lived up to expectations.
It's likely to be quite emotional, I think.
I think so. I think I need to stock up on some Kleenex here. I feel like I'm on top of the world. This is such an honor for me. And to have everybody here, you know, my friends and family, it's awesome. I'm so excited right now. It's such an honor, and it just feels great.
It is awesome. Ryan was nominated as a torchbearer by the mayor of Brampton for exemplifying the virtues of sport. Here in the city, excited crowds lined the streets for the wrap-up of the Toronto leg of the Olympic torch run. Family and friends surrounded Peter Patterson, one of the locals, with the honor of representing our city. And it was a very special day for Louise Russo, an innocent victim. Louise was left paralyzed by a stray bullet that hit her spine 5 years ago. She was one of the torchbearers today in Newmarket.
I'm feeling overwhelmed and really humbled by this whole experience. It's just an incredible moment. And thank you, RBC, for choosing me as your representative. I'm so honored and I'm so privileged to do this. Hi.
Nice to see you, Louise.
Nice to see you too.
How did you do it? How did it go? It was pretty tiring, I bet.
It was a little bit hard because it was just a little bit on the uphill. But otherwise, you know what? I just persevered.
Thousands of Newmarket residents turned out for the event, wrapping up the celebration at the Magna Center. The Olympic Cauldron will be lit in Vancouver February 12th.